Hello! Sigma sent us a package. I shared the initial unboxing in our recent haul video, but today we're just going to dive in. We're going to try everything out. We're going to see what it's all about. So I'll share the details with you as we go. And let's see, because I've never tried the beauty products like the makeup from Sigma. Of course, we've tried the brushes. Love them, outstanding. I've got the cleaning mat. I've got the brush tower. It's Sigma. So I'm excited to dive in and share it with you. So cheers to you. Nice fresh glass of water. Let's hydrate and begin. So hi, we're completely bare face. Well, just eyebrows and well, did I do my? I feel like I did my eyebrows a little different. Anyways, just eyebrows and skincare because we got an eyebrow product. We got all kinds of things in there. So I want it to be fresh. And we'll do everything together and check out all the products. I got my little note here from Sigma, and they did give me a discount code for you. If there's anything from Sigma that I shared today or anything that you've been interested in trying and you want a little bit of a discount, you can use my code. Well, if you do, thank you so much, of course. Everything will be listed and linked down below, all the details, all the things. Big thank you to Sigma for sending these products over. Okay, so where do we want to start? First, this is really cool. I'm so all over the place today. I'm sorry. This is my Sigma brush tower. Do you see how many brushes this holds? It's one of my favorite products from Sigma. And I've had it for years. Years and years and years. I also have this thing. Another years and years and years product. I mean, I'm not trying to come and do a full-on show and tell, but you get it. It's Sigma. So, I mean, it's fair to say I was pretty excited when they wanted to send me some goodies. So, yes, I'm very excited to share this with you as well. This is the Sigma switch because I want to use this today in between when we're creating our eyeshadow look. But this is the Sigma switch, an instant shade remover. So, different areas are for different things. Blending, cream, blush, liquid. Oh, it's so cool. And yes, this does double as a brush washing mat. That's awesome. Okay, so we're going to be using this. Let me put it right here on my table. It's pretty cool. It doesn't move because of the material. This here is the eyeshadow base primer, but it's in the shade, like a shimmery shade. Yeah, Radiance. So I feel like something like this, I could potentially, yes, use like a primer. But I'm curious if I could just use it like an eyeshadow stick, just based on the color. Packaging is very your standard stick cream kind of gig, which is nice. A built-in sharpener. Oh, love that. Okay, cool. We're going to be using the Warm Neutrals Eyeshadow Palette. Now this palette does come with a nice mirror, and this comes with a brush. It's a dual-ended brush. The E35 and the E54. So it's a medium sweeper brush and a diffused crease. So you pretty much could do everything that you needed to with just this brush, but they also sent me this one. So we're going to try this one out too, the E25 blending brush. This is another classic, but I'm all over the place, Monique. Get back to the palette, but look how pretty. Color story on this palette, it really is gorgeous. In the palette, you do have multiple different shades, a variety of finishes. I will say I found this one here, Fool's Gold, and I believe it was Beaming. These were the only two as far as texture and consistency that was a little bit different. Not in a bad way, but to the touch. Obviously, we haven't tried it yet, but just to the touch on swatching, they felt a little bit different. So again, that's why swatches, you know, they're just here to tell you a little bit about the story, not the whole thing. They give you an idea of what to expect overall. But beautiful color story, very wearable. I could totally see one and dones in here. I see the nice ability to create dramatic looks, and it's very pretty overall. For today's look, I'm not sure what direction I'm headed. I'm just gonna let the brush guide me. And I'm only gonna create one look today. If you want to see more looks, because you know usually I love to create multiple different looks and show you how much use you can get out of your palette and hopefully inspire you if you have the palette or you're interested in it. But today I'm just going to do one. If you want to see another video with more, just let me know. Comment down below. And hey, while you're there, do you mind doing me a favor? Give today's video a thumbs up. Okay. Okay. Let me show this other brush to you. the E25. I will say everything is packaged really nicely, so you don't have to worry about anything during transit. Look at that. It's not coming out. This is the blending brush, the E25, and Sigma brushes come with a 2-year warranty. That's awesome. They stand behind their product. Look how nice and soft. Okay. So we've got pretty much 3 brushes to work with today. That's cool. I'm here for it. All right, let's get a little bit closer. And yeah, let's get some eyeshadow on these eyes and then something on the face. So going in with the eye base. Again, this is in the shade Radiance, so it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. But let's see. It's pretty creamy for the most part. And I mean, when I was swatching it, the color was creamy, blended nicely. So I'm curious how this would, so I feel as if this could work really well as just like an eyeshadow all on its own, or be worn all on its own. That's what I meant to say. Okay, so you see it blends nicely. It gives a little touch of radiance. I was a little concerned about the radiance factor, but it's not, you know, anything overpowering. It'll work. Blended nicely. And again, this does come with a little built-in sharpener. And let's see how much product we get. Oh, wow. Okay, so built-in sharpener. Here's the full amount of product. Nice, simple packaging. All right. Leave that for a moment and see. The overall layout of the color story and the different finishes, so pretty. Right here, this first little quad, that's totally up my alley. Those soft pinks, a little bit of a shimmer with that shade there. And then look at this. I think I want to go in with this shade today. Oh, it's gonna definitely take everything in me not to touch Fool's Gold. Love colors like that. Shade Henna and After Hours. Those, in my humble opinion, really will look so beautiful just dusted all over as nice little one and dones. You know, when you don't feel like doing too much. And then you go in with anything on top, one of the special shades if you want, just like a little bit more. But yeah, I like the layout. The layout is really pretty. Okay, now to decide what I want to do. We have our 3 brushes. First dual ended. Let's see. I'm going to go into Toasty. This right here. And I'm going to use the E38. That's the diffused crease brush. Just going to pick up. And let me show you how that's looking. Not a ton of kick up and fallout. Okay. And let's just go right in to the crease. This will be our first little transitional shade, diffusing shade, blending nicely. Yeah, it's giving soft definition to the eyes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for today. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. I'm staying in the crease, but I'm just, you know, kind of blending it up just a touch. Just build and blend. Nice. And it's doing so nicely. Soft little something. All right, let's do our first little test out on this mat here. Yeah, I'd say the brush is cleaned. Cool. That's cool. That's neat. Okay, let's go into henna. I'm using that same E38. Picking up. Not a lot of kick up. Not a lot of kick up and fallout, and it's packing on the brush really, really nicely. Okay. And this, let's focus this on the outer eye. And then whatever's left, stay directly in the crease. And I'm not going to blow it out too much. Just going to keep it in the crease. Nice and soft and pretty. This brush, it's diffusing and depositing the color very nicely, blending very easily, and I like the look it's giving the eyes. So let's continue. So we're focusing on the outer eye first. And then going into the crease. Let's clean the brush off again. This is one of those things you didn't know you needed. Because usually I go in with one of my little microfiber towels. This one's a little dirty. And you know, I clean off my brushes. But this is great. It's a great product to have. Okay. I'm going to go back into Toasty, the one we went in with first, and use this to just diffuse the edges. That's the great thing about when you're creating your look is you do a little bit of a back and forth until, you know, you get to where you want to be. So that just softens it up, but just a touch. Yeah. Okay. Let's clean the brush off one more time. It's fun using this little thing, I will say. Now right here it says eyeshadow. Right here it says blending. So I feel like we could totally use that there too because we're blending, right? And what's cool is you've got one side and you've got another side. So if this side gets like, you know, dirty and you can't get to cleaning it, just turn it over. The medium sweeper, the E54, that's the other end of the brush that came in the palette. This shade is so pretty, but so is this one. Maybe I'll put them together. Yeah, let's. So let's go into Bittersweet. I'm just gonna pack that. Oh, this is nice and creamy. Look how it went on the brush. Look how nice. Okay. Let's sweep that onto the lid. Ooh, it looks like a pretty penny. Very creamy. Yeah. You know what's great about having a dual-ended brush like this is right here, I'm gonna want to switch and get a soft little blend on the edge. Okay. I know, you could just grab your other brush too, but I'm just saying. Alright, let me continue to build that bittersweet shade on the lid. This particular shade, it's very creamy, and it's just gliding and applying on the lid very nicely. I'm not getting any weird patches or anything. Formula is really nice. Now I'm going to go in with the E25, the blending brush, and I'm going to go into this shade here, Iconic. This is picking up nicely on the brush too. It's quite creamy. Not getting a ton of kick up and fall out. I am going to put like right here towards the end, not completely on the outer eye, just more sort towards the end of the eye. Really pretty colors. I couldn't pick between the two. I always wear pink eye looks. So I'm trying to be good and stay away from the pinky burgundy-esque tones. Which is not easy for me because I could totally wear a pink eyeshadow literally every single day. But this is such a pretty color combo too. Okay, so I know I said I was going to stay away from the pinky tones, but I can't help myself because I love pink, and that's that. So we want to just try a couple of other shades in the palette, which we're going to do. So I'm going to go into Beaming with all of that said. The E54, we're going to pick that up. And right on the beginning portion. Oh, yeah. Yep. It had to be done. You agree. I know you do. Yep. This I can do all over my eye and go, love colors like that. Look how nice it just melds and just glides on. So pretty. And I just bring it right into the other color. Do a little bit of padding so there's a nice meld. No harsh lines. With just a touch of Humble, the lightest shade right here, just a little touch on the brow bone. Flip over the brush. Very, very pretty. quality is very, very, very nice. Let's move on now to complexion. Now they sent me the F47 Multitasker. Foundation, blush, bronzer, and more. Like pretty much whatever you want to do with it. So the shape, it's a little bit angled. It's dense, but it's not overly dense. There's good movement. It's very, very soft. So we're going to do a little bit of everything with this today. So far, I have gone in with my primer and my eye cream. Staples, the usuals, the go-tos, these. I'll have everything listed and linked down below. This is the Spectrum Color Correcting Duo. Cute little packaging. Here's what the colors look like. And mix the two colors. And apply with my finger first. Get a nice brightened effect. It's going with that brush to really perfect this. Any form of pre-concealer product, you definitely want to keep it with a really light layer so that your concealer, your powder, any product that goes over top afterwards, it's going to lay really well. Wow, the brush really perfected this. I still have that nice brightened effect. It's toned down the darkness quite a bit. Definitely brightened things up and really took down a majority of my darkness. So you see? And it's blended in really, really nice. Okay, let's repeat. I'm just picking up, blending with my finger. Now the warmth from my finger with the cream, it's really allowing it to just melt into my skin. And then really perfecting it with that brush. I don't feel I need to clean this off yet, so we'll get back to that in a moment. This little duo, I feel nice and hydrated too. Feels nice. And it's not heavy, it's very light and blended out really, really easily too. Okay, foundation. Just going with foundation. A little tic-tac-toe, anyone? Now we blend. Yes, I am guilty of not blending my foundation. Want to make sure everyone's melded together nicely. Look how nice that blended everything. Okay. I am intentionally avoiding that under eye because we are going to go into concealer and we don't need to layer it up more than it needs to be. I really like how this is blending the product nicely. Okay. Now here's where the shape comes in handy. You see where it's angled? There we go. I can turn to that part right here and get my eyebrow properly because I already did them. And just make sure we don't miss any spots. Let's buff. Just a touch more right here to build up, right? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Put away those imperfections. Feeling pretty good about the blend. And we're going to stop there. Continuing with the F47 brush. This really is the multitasker and we're putting it to it. Here's concealer. Let's see how it blends concealer. I'm applying concealer like I normally would. Nothing new. And then I do go in with just a touch of a lighter shade. This one is just a little bit lighter than the one we just applied. Because I am a cocktail girly. I like to mix my products, you know. Let me get my mirror so I can really see what I'm doing here. That's a beautiful blend. Yes. Okay. So we are multitasking with the multitasking F47. And the shape allows me to crisp and perfect my edge here on my eyeshadow if I need to. That's nice. And the brush, it is bigger, but I am still able to get nice and close. And even in the little groove here, we'll retouch because I do have to finish the eye look, but that's a good little thing to know. Now, definitely we need to clean this off now. I feel like we've gotten a good amount of product in there. We got foundation, under eye brightening color corrector, we got the concealer in there. So let's give her a little clean. We're gonna go on the cream section here. Just swirly swirl. Well, I don't think this has removed the entire amount of product. It's a good portion of it. I'll take it. Let me set my under eye, and we are going with another cream product, so I'll just set the under eye. We're coming together nicely, yes? All right, let's finish up these eyes really quick. E54, let's go into henna. Just do a light little dusting on the lower lash. E25, no product. Going with a little chocolate in my waterline. Let's go in with mascara. If you saw my dedicated video, I love this, but I don't love it for my lower lash. So we just did top with that. I'm gonna go in with my other mascara on the bottom. This is from Finding Ferdinand. Again, everything will be listed and linked down below. Back in with our F47, our multitasker. That's multitasking very well. I'm gonna go in with some liquid bronzer. 2 parts shade 2, 1 part shade 3. I'm gonna mix right here. And then let's oh, don't you love when things just come together as they should? Really pretty packaging. I will say, I really like the simplicity of all of the packaging. And here is what she looks like. Very soft and pretty. So we gave our brush a nice little clean on the cream section. Let's pick up product. I am gonna first kind of blend it on the back of my hand so that I don't go too crazy too quick. And let's go. Ooh. Hello, soft and pretty. Building very nicely. This is a beautiful everyday shade. Wow. You see how nice it just melts and melds into the skin? Ooh, pretty. So I am just tapping on the back of my hand before I go onto my skin. And here, look, this is a nice soft first layer. Okay, you get a soft little flush, which is beautiful. Of course, it depends on what you got going on. But then I go back in and build up, and it does that really, 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 really well. Very beautiful on the skin. And the shape and the angle of the brush really applies the product perfectly on your facial structure. We'll do one more clean, and then we'll go in with highlight. So I've turned the brush, and this angled section, that's where I'm going to pick up my highlights. I'm just going to touch in, and this is a powder. It's a baked gelée, but it's like a powder. Very nice. And yes, I put that right over top of a cream. Oh, hello, hello. I am gonna go in with my loose powder just to set everything so it doesn't go and move everywhere. Really pretty color for the blush. I like how soft it is. It's very wearable, very approachable. Really, really pretty. I'm going to run this through my eyebrows since we've got all that powder all over, and just to set everything. I did test this when I first got it, and it does hold your brows in place, but it's not too crunchy and stiff. This is the Tint and Tame Brow Gel. This is the shade Clear, so no color in this one. And it's got the little spoolie, which is nice. You can get nice and precise, and that's perfect for me because I have very, very thin, sparse eyebrows. But I do have those crazy hairs that do not ever want to stay in place. So nice little eyebrow gel. Thank you so much. And let's finish everything up with a little something on the lip. This is the Renewed Lip Oil Lustrous Lip Hydration. And I've got it in the shade Tranquil. I'm not expecting much as far as color per se, because when I did swatch it, it's a nice lip hydrating oil. Look at this color. It's so pretty. Packaging is nice and sleek and simple, and I really actually like this huge doe foot applicator. So see, it's not too much as far as color, but it's nice and glossy, and this huge applicator, you don't have to go back in to go get more product. It gives you just what you need first round. Not sticky, not too heavy and goopy. Looks really nice. Beautiful shine on the lips. Here is our finished look. I love the eyes. Very wearable, very pretty. I love how the shadows just blended, and I love the effect of these shadows on the lids. Beautiful. Went on really, really well. You saw for yourself. I like letting the product speak for itself, and the eyeshadow definitely did that, but really pretty look. I'm really, really happy that I got to try out the Sigma Beauty products. Love the eyeshadow palette, the look, and I love the colors in there. Those are definitely wearable, approachable colors. The blush is outstanding. This is such a nice everyday vibe. Definitely be reaching for that. So overall, I enjoyed the products that I got to test out and share with you today, but let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Thank you as always for spending your time with me today and allowing me to share these products with you. If there's anything that I tried out or shared today that you're interested in, again, it'll all be listed and linked down below, along with our little discount code. And thank you in advance if you choose to shop and use it. Take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.